The world that you come into when you listen to just Prince, or when you give your attention to just Prince, the world that you come into, it's like a world where you separate your body, your physical body, from your spiritual body, and it's like you're taking off your work uniform, and you finally get to just relax. You know what I mean? That's the world that. All right. What's good, man? It's your boy, Just Prince. Real talk. Let's get into the nitty gritty, bro. I don't even want to waste no time. Um, so let's set the mood. All right, y'all. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Just Prince, or JS Prince for short. Um, I do a multitude of different sounds, unique sounds of music that you may hear.
You know, I said, I said, what you want.
This video is for my YouTube, and yeah, bro. This is me, bro. This is my creating studios or whatever. This is where I create at. I create in my bedroom, so you know I'm always on the grind and everything like that. But yeah, I'm always on the grind, bro. I wake up, head to the studio, get active, you know. Because one thing I'll tell you is just that I really enjoy music, bro. You know, I feel like that there is music that needs to be made, and if I don't make the music, bro, I don't know who will. I went live. About a week ago on YouTube. If you didn't get to tune into the live stream, it's okay. Don't worry about it, bro. It was just a test stream. A couple people joined in. Those of you who did join, you guys got to ask me some questions that I wrote down, and I'm gonna answer them in this video. So, yeah, bro. Let's just get into it, I guess. So this first question is, what made me start music? Well, I guess you could say what really made me get into music more like fluently is the fact that I saw my progression, you know, in the spaces where nobody else did. Like when I first started off making music or whatever, you know, it was okay for somebody who was just starting out or whatever, the typical stuff. And then as I started making more music, just getting myself more outside of the box, trying different stuff. It was like every time I went into a studio session to record, I was always improving. I was always getting better. I was always scratching off a goal or something, you know, like a checkpoint to getting good and just as far as making music and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess you could say just me watching myself improve a lot over the time is what made me start wanting to make music for real, for real. Just seeing what I could do, how far I can go, really. Yeah. This next question is what keeps you going when you're stuck? And I wanna answer honestly when I say that I try not to put myself in a mindset of being stuck. You know what I mean? When you put yourself in a mindset of being stuck, bro, I mean, you really put yourself in a trap for real, bro. When I go about, writer's block or feeling like, I don't have any inspiration or anything, I feel like maybe I don't have any creative thought or anything like that, bro. I literally go in and force myself to make something, go on and work on something, because you're never really done with your craft. You always have to sharpen that iron, sharpen that sword when it comes to perfecting your craft and things like that. So being stuck, really, if you really wanna see a difference in your art, being stuck really isn't an option. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about that type of thing or whatever. It's all the mindset. What does the future look like for me when I reach my success goal or my level of desired success? And I really just want to say that, bro, honestly, the music is gonna be phenomenal. The engagement, as far as me as a person, and you guys are gonna be able to connect with me on a whole level, on a level that people, aren't really used to. You guys are gonna be seeing a whole new side of music. That's the level I'm taking it, bro. Cause I plan on being great. So I'm gonna be taking, if you wanna be great, bro, you gotta shake it up. You gotta shake up the whole situation. You gotta shake up the whole scene. And you can't go with the flow. You gotta go the opposite direction. So the future for when my success reaches that level, it's nothing but greatness and amazingness, bro. Really, when it comes to my music, and it's only so much you can put your hands on or have your hands on. You gotta let the universe, you gotta let the Lord do the rest, and everything will come full circle, pretty much. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing plenty shows, bro. Like, I'm gonna go all around the world, dude, literally. Like, that's my plan, bro. Doing world tours, spreading love everywhere, visiting everybody, you know what I mean? And I wanna hear, everybody's life, and I wanna see what life is like from people's point of views and everything like that. You know what I mean? Hopefully in the future, this is the real answer, for real. Hopefully in the future, my music will be able to do so much greatness that it connects everybody as one. You know what I mean? because I wanna be able to be that person you listen to through anything. It doesn't matter. I want my type of effect on you to be situationless. You know, no circumstances. Whenever you feel like listening to me, you know it's always the right moment. There's never a bad song. There's never a bad moment to put on some Just Prince. Yeah, bro. This next one's a really good one, and it literally goes by simply asking me, what is the message behind who I am as a music artist? Man, that's a really deep question, and you know I never really took too much time to figure out the details of, you know, the big message, the main message, the overall message. But hopefully, you know, there is a section of people that will get the message of, you know, being the most authentic person that you can be. Not worrying about anybody, what anybody has to say about you, what anybody is thinking. Being able to, you know, be you to the fullest capability without any, you know, setbacks, without any hesitation, and just being able to live life, experience life for what it actually is. I like that's why I like to, if you look on, you know, my past songs, I've done videos where I'm always in nature. You know what I mean? By water, in the grass, in the sun, you know what I mean? And that really basically is symbolism for being free spirit. The world that you come into when you listen to Just Prince, or when you give your attention to Just Prince, the world that you come into, it's like a world where you separate your body, your physical body, from your spiritual body, and it's like you're taking off your work uniform, and you finally get to just relax. You know what I mean? That's the world that that you see on my channel when you listening to my music. When you're on my channel and you're listening to my music and you're watching my videos or whatever, that's the world that you see. It's a free spirited world where, you know, peaceful bliss and everything is natural. Nothing is you know, fake, you know, you know what I mean? Just that whole thing in general, bro. For real, bro. Just nothing but, you know, true, authentic peace and life, really, you know. Alright, so this next question says, why should people listen to your music? And I want to say to that, if you as a person find something within my music that correlates to you, I, by all means, welcome you and accept you with open arms into this world, because it is nothing but peace and love. And you are welcome to be a part of that world if you like. But those who don't find any correlation to my music, it's okay. This is not the end of the world. It's only, you know, an expansion of mine. So I honestly like to tell people, when being introduced to Just Prince, that I am simply that. In my name, I'm just Prince. There's no in between. There's no remix, copying, or anything. I try to simplify, or try to mainly focus on the just part of my name so people know that it's just me, and everything that I come with is what you get, and whatever more, well, there you go. Whatever more I got or come with, there you go. But yeah, that's if that's a good reason why you should listen to me. Hey, thank you. Um, yeah, bro. But I don't want to force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do, listen to anything they don't want to listen to. This next question is, what is there to expect from me when it comes to new music? Bro, you really can't expect anything from me, bro. Like that's my thing, bro. Like when it's a Just Prince song, bro, it's a Just Prince song. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be making music like me. And I'm pretty confident in that. You know what I mean? I really want to reach the people that are looking for something different. You know what I mean? That people's minds will open up. People's minds will expand. You know what I mean? Hopefully, not even hopefully, my music will do that, especially in the future. If it isn't doing it already, it won't do anything but get better and better every time, literally. I am very particular about the way I create, because it indeed, I always say, that's why I always call myself a music artist, because it indeed is an art. Music is an art, and like a painting art, not like just like, oh, it's an art, like a subject in school. No, it's an art. Like literally, sometimes you gotta leave the canvas to dry. Sometimes you gotta come back to a canvas. Sometimes you can't finish a painting all at once. And that's literally what I do when it comes to my music. So everything will always be better every time. Even if it's something that I worked on, from 6 months ago that I'm coming back to, and, I want to add on, make it better, or something that I just thought of literally an hour ago. You feel me? Probably wouldn't take that long to, hop on it. But still, everything has a purpose and a time for everything. So my music will always have something to expect. There's not really nothing specific. There's nothing specific to expect, because I want my music to be a breath of fresh air every time. You're stepping into a new realm in my world every time. Okay, so this next question is says, there any fears that I have growing in my music career? And really, bro, honestly, I surpassed the stages of fear because of how motivated and how driven I am for my passion in music. So there's so much passion, it outweighs fear. You know what I mean? It's like you're on a roller coaster, and you're about to go on the drop, but you see two loops on the roller coaster and stuff. So it's like, what are you more afraid of, the drop or the loop? You gotta go through it anyways. You gotta go through all of it anyway. So you might as well just enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it while you're on the ride. And that's frankly what I'm doing. Just enjoying everything while I'm on the ride. No fears or anything necessary. Okay. So this question asks me, how do I get out of my comfort zone as a music artist? like I said earlier, I literally just simply trap myself and force myself to make something. You know what I mean? Whether I'm feeling stuck or not, or out of my comfort zone or feeling comfortable. You know what I mean? Because you could be stuck in comfortability too. That's a thing, and I try my best to not get too comfortable in where I'm at. It's really easy for me now, especially what I know is possible for myself in the future and everything like that. So when it comes to music, what's something people should know about me just by hearing my music, and that I can tell you, loving and positive as possible. You know what I mean? If anything, real. You know what I mean? Because sometimes real isn't always a positive thing. Like happy. Sometimes real is just something that you need to hear. Something that you thought you were only going through by yourself, but actually other people feel like that too. So this last question, I should say, is asking me what music genre do I fit in, and that I feel like is a trick question, because I feel like you listen to my music and you know that I'm gonna make it possible. You can't fit me in a specific genre, bro. Like, it's literally impossible, and I want to make it impossible to put me in the genre. I want to, quite frankly, create my own genre of music. But that is all the questions that I have today. Make sure you go listen to my new single, my first part of my 2-part series, Loving Through the Music, part 1. It's on my page now. It's just a little Spanish joint, some Spanish music in there. Shout out to all my Dominicans out there. If you know, you know. Que lo que. But yeah, bro. Hey, I want y'all to have a lovely day. And I want y'all to, if it's not snowing or if it's not too cold where y'all at, I want y'all to get some nature. And, hey, keep loving, keep living. And just be you.